My name is Bruce Meyer, and I have been at CASA for 12 years. I have served 7 foster youth and justice-involved youth over that time. Aside from being a father and a husband, it is by far the most gratifying experience of my life. And I'm going to share a quick fun fact about me. I was born here in California, but I was raised in New Jersey. The result of this science experiment is a very big heart and an even bigger mouth. I'm going to share a quick, frightening statistic. 50% of foster youth graduate from high school. Only half. Of that 50%, 10 to 30% go on to receive some form of college degree. For me, and I suspect most of the parents here today, high school and college are foregone conclusions for our children. 5 years ago, I was assigned a 14-year-old boy. He just entered the foster system, and at 14, he was 6 foot tall and already 200 pounds, and probably had the emotional intelligence of a 10-year-old. And as you can imagine, he struggled to regulate those emotions. So when he got angry about his experience, he acted out. And when he acted out, the authorities were called, and he was placed in juvenile hall, and he was put on probation until an appropriate placement was found. So over the course of the next 4 years, he was in 8 placements, 8 different placements, and 8 different high schools. I'm gonna let that one sink in. 8 high schools. So despite all these false starts, he was actually scheduled to graduate on time, last May of 2025. It's miraculous. So as his CASA, one of my responsibilities is holding education rights, making academic decisions, making sure all the credits that he got from each high school translated to each school district, and to make sure there was an attainable path to graduation. So unfortunately, in late April of last year, less than a month from his graduation, a false accusation was made against him. He lost his placement and ended up back in juvenile hall. 3 things had to happen incredibly fast in a system that is not inclined to move quickly. He needed a new placement, a new approved placement. His attorney had to convince the judge to have him released. And probably the most difficult was that he had to complete his chemistry and economics courses by himself in 2 weeks before the grading period closed at his high school. Since I had met him, since the first day I'd met him, his dream was always to graduate from public high school with his peers. So if I tell you how we did it, it adds 20 minutes to this speech. So you're going to have to trust me. We moved mountains. We, his attorneys, the judge, school counselors, teachers, mental health professionals, we did it. But most importantly, he did it. And he did it because a team of people believed in him. So in late May of last year, he was released to his aunt on a Tuesday. On Thursday, he graduated from high school. And what's most amazing is that 5 professionals from the county took off work that day to attend the graduation. And a 6th, his social worker who had moved to Minnesota a year prior, flew in for the day to be at his graduation. I'm going to leave you with 2 certainties. The first is this kid never, ever graduates high school without a CASA. I'm interchangeable. It could have been any of my peers. It could have been anyone in the audience here today, but he never graduates high school without a CASA. I say that with 100% certainty. Secondly, without the incredible support and people at Voices for Children, the kindness, the compassion, the empathy, the education, the training, I'm here 2 years as a CASA. That's it. I'm done. Because of the wonderful people, the amazing people at Voices for Children, the culture That's why I'm 12 years and going, and I'll keep going. And of course, all the benefactors like yourself who continue to support our work. Thank you.